How are we doing, guys? Welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Preston North End against Arsenal. It's Carabao Cup action. And I know some people will be sitting there and going, it's one of them games you don't really want or anything else. And then you got the other side where people are saying it's an opportunity of, winning a trophy. If you're looking at the list of trophies that we're competing for, it would be the last on the list. But beggars can't be choosers, as they say. And listen, it's a competition that we've not won for a very, very long time. When we have got to finals in recent years, we've lost them. But yeah, listen, at the end of the day, when you're looking at the injuries that we have at the moment, or the players that have been playing and they've got knocks and everything else, and it is one of those games where there's going to be wholesale changes. There's going to be, a lot of youngsters given a lot of minutes. And the reality is that we have some absolutely ridiculous games on the horizon. You only have to look at our fixtures in terms of our next 3 games, and they're all away from home, and then Newcastle, Inter Milan and Chelsea. Like, at the end of the day, I don't, care what people say. That is a ridiculous, run of fixtures. And listen, you don't want those fixtures all bunched together. It would be nice to kind of have them a little bit spread out, should we say? But that doesn't seem to be the case with us this season. We've had it already when we played Spurs away, then we played Atalanta away, and then we had Man City away. So we've already done it. So yeah, look, listen, at the end of the day, you're going to have loads of changes. And I don't think it's a case of Mikel Arteta not taking it seriously. It's needs must. Let's say for argument's sake, Mikel Arteta went with a full strength side for the game against Preston. Everybody would be sitting there and going, what are you doing? And then let's just say, Havertz or Saka or somebody like that got injured. Everyone would be like, what are you doing? Why did you play him? You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But listen, there will be changes in this game. It's as simple as that. And like I said, there are bigger games on the horizon. And that's no disrespect to Preston. At the end of the day, if you speak to the people at Preston, they will say that, their league is more important to them. I know they're 16th in the league. They're not going for playoffs or whatever it might be. But at the end of the day, they've got to do their job. And the league is their bread and butter. Last time out, coincidentally, I was watching them against Plymouth Argyle, Wayne Rooney's team, and they were actually 3-0 ahead, and it finished 3-3. And listen, that was a great comeback. 2 of the goals in the last 5 minutes or so. But listen, you can't take teams lightly. Last round, they knocked out Fulham. And that was a very interesting game because it finished all square at the end of the 90 minutes, went to penalties, and it was 16-15 that they won the game. That's insane. That's like just going round and round and round, and it's like, yeah, it was mad. So yeah, they're not going to be bothered about playing a Premier League side or anything like that. And listen, like I said, because of the games that we've got coming up, Newcastle, Inter Milan, Chelsea, all away. Nah, I'm sorry, but this is the last in the list of priorities, regardless what anybody says. And, you can look at that and think that it's arrogance. And no, it's just the reality. At the end of the day, it's just the reality. So, listen, with that said, let's go and get into the lineup. This is going to be fun. Yeah, this is going to be very fun. Starting off in goal, Tommy Setford. Last time out, he actually couldn't play. And it was Jack Porter that was in goal, 16 years old. Now, of course, the backup goalkeeper, Neto, is cup-tied. We signed a cup-tied goalkeeper. So he can't play. And Tommy Setford is the next in line. Injured last time out, but he will be back for this one. And I have no doubt that he will start this game. David Raya, no. You can't risk playing David Raya. No chance. Right back will be Josh Nichols. That's what I believe anyway. Played in the last round. Been very impressed with him when I've watched him, even from pre-season and everything else. I have absolutely no issues with this at all. Starts at right back. Right centre back. Now this is where I feel that Mikel Arteta will do this, and it will be William Saliba. I wouldn't play him. I wouldn't. I'd play one of the youngsters. I wouldn't play William Saliba at all. Especially with the Gabriel injury and everything else. But because he didn't play at the weekend, because he was obviously suspended and his suspension is now over with, I just feel that Mikel Arteta will play him. And he will want a bit of experience in there as well. Give, Josh Nichols that bit of experience. And that's what I feel anyway. Left centre-back will be Kiwior. Needs must. There's not really anything else that we can do. I can't really say much more than that, to be quite honest with you. It just has to be Kiwior. Left back, Zinchenko. And yeah, listen. It's become very evident that he hasn't been getting any minutes, and it's, Miles Lewis-Skelly that's been playing. But for this game, I'd actually want to see Lewis-Skelly in his natural position in midfield, which is why I'm not putting him left back. I feel Zinchenko can go there. Some say it might be an accident waiting to happen with Zinchenko and Kiwior. But I just feel that Zinchenko can maybe look after Kiwior and continue that inverted style of play that we like. And Saliba can look after Josh Nichols. So that's my thought process behind the back line. Moving into the midfield, Jorginho will captain the side. Very, very straightforward. No issues at all. On the right-hand side, Raheem Sterling. Not Bukayo Saka. Rest him up. We need him for the next 3 games. It's as simple as that. Alongside him, Ethan Nwaneri. Very, very straightforward. I'm so excited to see him properly from the start of a game. And yeah, it's just a very, very straightforward one for me. Alongside him, Miles Lewis-Skelly. In his more natural position in midfield. I don't know whether Mikel's going to put him out there on that left-back position, but with Zinchenko there, some might say maybe swap him around, play Miles Lewis-Skelly at left-back and Zinchenko in that left side of midfield. Who knows? That could work, but I'm just going with the natural balance of their positions. So Zinchenko, Lewis-Skelly. On the left-hand side, I would go with Trossard. I don't think we've got many other options, to be quite honest with you. Martinelli won't play. And out of all the players that could play there and be available, I'd go with Trossard. And then up front, as the main striker, Gabriel Jesus. Very straightforward. Not Kai Havertz. And yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. And listen, you look at that 11... it's not bad. If that is the 11 that Mikel Arteta went with, and we can load up the bench. There's no issues with that. You can put Kai Havertz on the bench, for example. You can put a Declan Rice on the bench, for example. Bukayo Saka, not in any way, shape or form. I'd have him in the squad. Not there, not anything. Sitting at home, feet up, front of a fire, resting, just chilling. But yeah, I just feel that when you look at that lineup, you would have the experience of Saliba in there and Zinchenko. You would have this, experience of Jorginho captaining the side. Ranieri, I've got no issues and problems with, and the same with Lewis Skelly either. Raheem Sterling, experienced enough. Trossard, experienced enough. And Gabriel Jesus, experienced enough. That is still a very, very strong lineup, and it should be well strong enough to beat Preston. It's that simple. So there we go. That is it for the preview and the predicted lineup. As usual, let me know in the comment section whether you agree or disagree. It's going to be an interesting one because we just don't know what Mikel's going to go with. So let me know what your lineup would be. Would you play it safe, or would you just go and throw loads of youngsters out there and not really bothered about the competition? Let me know. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.